check. Looks like we're coming through here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to it. Yet another Red Seat live stream. My name is Corbin, and thank you very much for being here so dang early or late, depending on where you are. We get a couple people tuning in from LA, chat. Huge. What's going on, everybody? MVP Nation, how you doing? Don't, how are you? Hey, I like that silver seat on you there, Don't. Jay, how you doing? Robert, our friend from California, is in the building. Meek, what's going on? Any updates on giveaways? Yeah, so giveaways went out, are going out currently. There's a couple of, most of them have been sent out. There's a couple of them I'm waiting on a couple of things on. So, Meek, yours should be in the mail. I'll get it in the mail tomorrow, I promise. So, by the end of the week, Meek, you will have something. Spencer, how you doing? You received the hat. Let's go. Huge. Heck yeah. We need redemption tonight? Yeah. Whew. Boy, do we need redemption. We need redemption so bad. Roller coaster season, yeah, this has been a like I said in the video, right? It's been the weirdest season of all time. It's been the weird, and it's we're still in April. like we're not even halfway through April right now. And it's been the weirdest season of all time. Like I just so much weird stuff has been going on, man. It's been like historically bad starts, like Crochet out of nowhere throwing quite literally the worst start in Red Sox history. Like, it's not even an exaggeration. He's the only player in the history of the Boston Red Sox to give up 10 earned runs before recording 5 or 6 outs. Like, that's ridiculous. But today's a new day. Cutter Crawford. We can't talk about Cutter Crawford, but what's up, Jack? How you been? Paging, how you doing? Or you know what? Crutch, how you doing? I did Paging. Paging doesn't sound right. Crutch, I like that. I'll just call you Doc. Today's a new day. Sonny Gray is on the mound. He's been really good lately. Has been getting the swing and miss, which makes me a little bit nervous against a Twin team that is just absolutely pounding baseballs right now, but we will see how it goes. Daniel, how you doing? Hey, I also appreciate you guys being here tonight because there are a whole bunch of people in Red Sox Nation-ish that are streaming games tonight, so I appreciate you being here with me. Jodo, how you been, man? It has been a while. How are you? Not sure if this season was weird or last season after the Red Sox got destroyed by the White Sox. True. Honestly, last season was really weird, too. Like last season was a weird season, too. Like, when was the last time the Red Sox didn't have a really weird season? Like, what's up, Tyler? How you been, man? Turned your TV off yesterday? Yeah, so I just turned the sound off, and I put on this new Mafia documentary on Netflix, narrated by Christopher Moltisanti. I love it. I love that stuff. Your friends call you Crutch? Call you whatever? Call you whatever. Yeah, I like Doc, dude. Doc's sick. Can see you. Well, I'm glad you could see me. They do some great plays. I mean, to be fair, the Twins were supposed to be terrible this year. I really think like the Twins are just one of those teams that just got off to a good start. This organization needs to get its act together. I have to check out that documentary. Oh, it's so sick. It's so good. It's about the 5 families in New York. It's so good. I'm having a good time. And it was a lot better than listening to yesterday's game. I still watch yesterday's game because I'm a psychopath. I'm a psychopath? I don't know, one of those two. Wyoming Red Sox fan, let's go. You know what? Just because you're here, we're going to win this game tonight. Grace, I believe in you. Praying the Red Sox can win a series while winning the first game of the series along with getting a walk-off winner to come back win. Woo, we got a long list, huh, Al? Are you going to watch the White Sox game and see the future ace the Red Sox pitch today? You know, I thought about that. It's so funny. It like everyone thinks it now. But that was literally I saw a bunch of people say the same thing. Like you see a guy who's 6'10" and a pitching superstar from the left-hand side of the mound for the White Sox. You're like, oh, okay. He's going to be a Red Sox ace in 3 or 4 years. We'll be seeing you in 2030, brother. Oh, D-Mac. My AirPods never connect to my iPad right away. You live in the greater Boston area? It's still not. 1 a.m. in Spain. I did not stay up for nothing. You heard the man, Red Sox. Someone allow this dude to go to bed. Someone let my man go to sleep here. Oh, there we go. I got audio chat. We're chilling. This is chat. We're gonna be on top of things today. We're never gonna be on top of things. Ever. Oh. So before the game gets started here. This is for those of you who don't know. Those of you who don't know. Before the game is usually just my time to rant about things. I finally sucked it up. I've been trying to lose weight for the wedding coming up in September. Or really, I just kind of want to be in the best shape of my life for when I get married, right? So I've been doing home workouts for I don't know, since this November, December. I finally sucked it up and got a gym membership. I'm an idiot. Why was I doing home workouts for 6 months? The gym is so much better. The only problem is, I have to actually drive to it. That's the issue, right? Because I can work out in my PJs at home. We got a whole lot of Europeans in here tonight. Thank you so much for being in here, man. That's incredible. Spain, England, LA. We're all over the place. Works out for 6-7 months. Yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do. No. I'll work out. I'll work out at some point. I think I'm gonna keep with it, but the real goal is to make sure I look good in pictures. How am I feeling after last night? I said in today's video. I was just genuinely so shocked. I couldn't be angry, you know? I was so dumbfounded. You know? I was so shocked that Garrett Crochet was that bad that I couldn't feel anything. I was just all right, what can I do? There's nothing you could do. It was I don't know, man. It was, and it looks like he's all right. We didn't get any news today. I was expecting some news today, an update on how he was feeling and stuff like that. We got nothing. So it didn't feel like he did anything. I don't know. Maybe the cold had him messed up? Maybe. I mean, there were a lot of theories, right? There are a lot of theories. My opinion is, my theory is that he was tipping and he had a control. He's been dealing with control issues this entire year, kind of. I think it was the two of those. I think the Twins have something on him, and I think he was just erratic. I think the combination of both just crushed him, just absolutely crushed him, you know? So I think that's ultimately what ended up happening. But, at least the good news is it's not an injury, right? If it was an injury, it'd be a huge problem. So let me get this straight. We've got Puerto Rico, we've got England, we've got Spain in here. If the Red Sox don't win this game, Chad, they're not the world's team. Best thing about 162 season, even a horrible performance like he had last night, still just one loss. True. But here's what I'll say. It is going to be very difficult for Garrett Crochet to be a elite pitcher this season, at least ERA-wise, after that start. He's going to have to, 32 scoreless innings in a row just simply to get back to what he was? That's crazy. That's crazy. To get back to the ERA he had last year, he would have to have 5 starts basically in a row of going 6 innings, no runs. After the second inning, Sox outscored the Twins 6-2. Yeah. The positive last night was the offense still got to the Twins, right? They still scored runs, so I'm happy with it. At the end of the day. Challenge it. Oh, you didn't even challenge it? It was mind blowingly bad. So I'm sure slaughter numbers. Yeah, it just. I mean, it just absolutely. It was like genuinely. Yeah, mind blowing is a good way to put it. Like it was jarring. Nobody really has room for aggression. There's like with the rotation, there's a tiny bit of wiggle room with the regression, right? If Crochet pitches like a 3-4 this year, which is probably, man, another ground ball for Roman. He's really got to start getting the ball in the air. It's all right, 1 out. Like if Crochet pitches like a 3-3, 3-4, whatever this season, right? But you've got Gray, Suarez, Bayo looked good last time out, and then whatever you get from a combination of early Tolley, probably at some point Sandoval. Cutter got shut down today, but maybe at some point him too. Like that's still an elite rotation, right? So you have a little bit of wiggle room in the rotation, but I mean not wiggle room like give up 10 runs in 2 innings. And I to be fair, I don't think that's going to be the norm for him. But we'll see. We'll see. This Keyshaw kid's a stud. Yeah, I didn't know anything about him. Here's something I would love to see. I'd love to see Caleb Durbin not hit a home run, but rip a ball in a gap. I don't think we've seen that yet this year. Like we've seen him pull a ball down the line for a double. We've seen him kind of dinkingly put it off the monster for a double. I want to see him rip a double, you know? Yeah, Juan Valera just made Baseball America's top 100 list. I imagine he'll be on a lot of top 100 lists. I think we'll be all right. Watch towards the end of the season or even All-Star. Pitching is going to be elite. I hope so. Am I worried about Crochet? Not yet. See, this is what I mean. Like he's getting on top ball. He's grounding them. I want to see Durbin get to a baseball. I'm not worried about Crochet yet. No. I will be worried about Crochet if he comes out next start and does, like Tanner Houck went back to back basically with just terrible starts. I was like, okay, something's clearly wrong with him, right? That's kind of when you start to worry about Crochet. If Crochet comes out and, has an outing like he had against the Brewers or whatever, oh my gosh, Masa. He just absolutely crushed that baseball. So bummed out about Crochet. Yeah. It's not even like, I don't even know if I'm bummed. You know what it is? It's like, I'm trying to describe it, dude. It's kind of like your best friend. There we go, Masa. A little ground ball up the middle, base hit, huge. It's kind of like your best friend is like super good at math, and they're going to college for a math scholarship, and then on the final of their math like class or whatever in high school, they fail it, and you just kind of feel bad, I don't know. That's kind of a terrible analogy, but that's the only thing I can think of. Thoughts on Red Sox ownership? Not positive. Not overwhelmingly positive. Do I think the Red Sox will end up having a decent finish to April? I don't know. There's a good 45 people in the stands. Yeah, dude, it has been low attendance here in Minnesota. Crochet better not crap the bed. Yeah, I know, dude. Yard House in the game. Oh, Yard House is so much fun before games. What's up, Austin? What's the deal with Houck? He's still coming back from his, what was it, internal brace or Tommy John? I think it was internal brace. He's got a while. See that WEI thought Cora was trying to scapegoat a situation by putting Durbin second in the lineup? Yeah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Like the Red Sox score 6 runs 3 nights in a row, and WEI is saying that Cora's making a statement. I don't think he is. I think he said, look, Trevor Story was striking out 1 out of every 3 at bats in that 2-hole. We need someone who's putting the ball in play, and Durbin, for what it's worth, right? As much as he's not been putting the ball in play to get hits, has been putting the ball in play. And I don't know. It's just sort of it's one of those things where it's like, does it make sense to me? No, not particularly. But if you're gonna score 6 runs, if you're gonna score 6 runs 3 nights in a row, why would you change the lineup, right? Like Cora is to me a lot like we are with this team, right? Where we sit there and we're like, hey, what do you do to fix this, right? How do you get this team on a roll? Well, let's just throw things at the wall and see if they stick. And right now it's sticking just a little bit. What's going on with Meyer? Honestly, it's not much, right? It's just simply for Meyer, him being brand new to Major League Baseball. I will say a lot of Meyer's hits too haven't been falling. Like he's been hitting the ball hard, it just hasn't been falling. Nice foul. Good at bat from Wilson Contreras. Might be one of my new favorite players in the Red Sox, by the way. Do I think Cora should go? No, not particularly. Oh, my game just froze. I think he struck out, though. Yeah, he does. That was a close pitch. Tough take there. That's all right. No, I don't think Cora should go, ultimately. I will say, I think, when, like, I've been a, and you guys have known this for a while, right? On this channel, specifically the last few years, I've been a pretty big Alex Cora truther. And that's mostly because I think a lot of people were blaming Alex Cora for like bad seasons when it was mostly just roster construction at the end of the day, right? I mean, 23, 24, you sat there and it was like you could explain you can explain away a lot of the reasons why the Red Sox did not do well those seasons, and it doesn't really have a lot to do with the managing. Last year, I thought he did a great job, and I think he deserves some respect for last year. And I'm not sure that he got it to the degree that I think he should have. This year, what I will say is, even I, the Alex Cora truther who's fought people about Alex Cora before, you come into the year and it's like, okay, I don't know if it's his decision. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's Core's decision. I don't know if it's Story's decision. I don't know if it's coming from above, but Trevor Story at shortstop is a prime example, right? Like at some point you have to make a decision, and I don't know. Red Sox lineup is weak. Steven, have you been paying attention to any of these games? They've scored 6 runs the last 3 nights. Let's let it play past the first inning. You talk about that. You talk about, it just looked like the Red Sox came into the season unprepared. And I get it. A lot of these players are in the WBC, and I think that was a big, big reason as to why they came into the season a bit unprepared. But I think there are issues on this team right now that you can kind of look at Alex Cora a little bit and be like, hey, what was your approach to this, and why didn't it work, and what's the difference, And I do think there's some conversation to that, and we'll see how it ends up throughout the year, but rather see Breslow go before Cora. Cora's a bigger piece of this organization. People understand. Yeah, I do think to some degree you're not wrong. I do think he's a bigger piece of the organization. I just I don't know. It didn't work because it built the team to play small ball. Not really. I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see how it ends up. And that ball was cranked. Who's got pop? Contreras has got pop. Abreu's got pop. Story's got some pop still. Roman, once he figures out how to get the ball in the air, will have plenty of pop. You'll probably have 3, maybe 4 guys with 20+ home runs. Yeah, I know, Carl. ERA is a funny stat, man. We win tonight tomorrow, I believe. Favorite Red Sox player of all time, Xander Bogaerts. Was a balk? Okay, guys. Can we not do this again? How's Brady doing? For his or no, he got a hit yesterday. 2 hits today. Yesterday. He was 0 for his last 10 and then he had 2 hits yesterday. What do I think of players around the league blaming the weather for their poor production? It probably is a factor, but like, brother, you play in New York, you play in Chicago, like you got to figure out how to play in cold weather, man. All right, Sonny, can we settle in here a little bit? That'd be fantastic, huh? There's a strike. Yeah, weather got to be added to the 2026 season along with ABS. But that's kind of what I'm saying, right? Like, it's like you get cold weather every single season. Like, why this season is it so particularly such an issue? You know? Awesome, Kevin. I'm glad it fits. Hope you enjoy it. Happened to Narvaez? What happened to Narvaez? Hopefully. Dude, if Garrett Crochet is a worse game than that. Oh, we're challenging? We're challenging the first inning? All right. Woo. Whoo. Narvaez, we need to be careful with that. Love the red. Good. I'm glad. Weather's the only thing that's been consistent with baseball since MLB first started. Yeah, true. Yeah, but Midwest weather's always been inconsistent. It's the same thing with saying like New England weather has been inconsistent, right? Yeah, he did. Little strike swinging. Yeah, I don't know, Muppet. I don't know. I really don't. My guess, if you want my opinion, is that he showed up late. Whether that's just slept through something, whether that's purposely came in late, whatever it may end up being. I think he was late to that game, and that's why they pulled him. Because you can't set an example of allowing players to be late early in the season. That was a good block by him. Speaking of Narvaez, good block to keep Buxton at second base there. Arias is hotter than hell. Yeah, dude, Arias has come out of the gates swinging. I'm curious to see how long they keep him in. Double A before they move him up to Triple A. Like it feels as though. It feels as though he's going to get called up pretty quickly, but I don't know where you put him. When it comes to weather, I think about why we are playing San Diego and Boston in March or April instead of San Diego. Yeah, great question. I don't have an answer to that. I wish I had an answer to that. I have no idea. You would think that the schedulers would figure that out, right? And maybe do less home games for the Red Sox in April than they do in May and June. I don't know. I am not someone who what's up, Josh? How you been, man? Little Looper, Duran? Nope. Okay. Got him. Yeah, good play. They're definitely going to challenge that because he was safe, but good play. Contreras bobbles it. What do we... All right, we'll take it. Hell yeah. Huge. What are they debating here? Yeah, I think he was safe. You can't challenge two things, I thought, can you? It's a great throw. I mean, he's safe. He's definitively safe. Like by a mile, dude. What AL East team are the most scared of? I think still the Dodgers. I'm sorry, the Dodgers. The Yankees would be the one I'd be still afraid of. Didn't block the plate, though. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, Contreras cutting that off was interesting. He would have. Contreras would have had him safe by a mile had he just simply. Like not double clutch that. 5 challenges? Man, 5 challenges would be a lot. First inning so bad. They've been better. Like, Suarez had a rough first inning. The Red Sox are 0-6 when their opponents score first. That's insane. Smart play. Smart play. Get the speed off the bases. Get Bell at first base. Yep. Smart play. Now let's get out of this, Gray, huh? How many pitches he had? 18? When our stars go longer than 5 innings? Yeah, I think we're undefeated, right? Dude, who are these twins? Like Matt Wallner? All right. Not a bad inning. Probably should be no runs on the board if Wilson Contreras didn't pump that, but we'll take 1 run considering yesterday. We'll take 1 run considering yesterday. Maybe the forward hat. Maybe the forward hat gets the Red Sox cooking a little bit, you know? Can I say something that might be controversial? I hate this Marcel Meyer commercial. Do I like soccer? I'm not a huge soccer guy, unfortunately. I don't really watch a lot of soccer. That inning was 11 times better. True. I'm gonna need a couple of those tonight, I think. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Abreu story Duran do up. All right. Prediction time. Abreu singles. Here it is. Abreu singles. Story force out, but he's gonna get out. Abreu to second. Duran double 1-1. That's the thought process. I like it. Sometimes, chat, you just got to think with your head, you know? Let's see it. Listen, when it comes true, you guys will be thanking me. Clip it, immaculate inning coming up now. If this guy throws an immaculate inning, I'll give something away. Pete Fatsy, yeah, we're not asked to be Fatsy for anything. Rather see back-to-back home runs? Hell yeah. Back in the day, you followed New Zealand oh, okay. That's good. Wally hat? You're right. Oh no, his eyebrow's coming up. His eyebrow's coming off. We're putting Wally right where he was last time. There he is. We're gonna let him work his magic from over there. Willie's still hitting 355, dude. My God. Long season ahead. That's true. There are a lot of games left, Steven. In fact, over 100 of them. If you didn't know. This is game what? Like 20-ish? No, they're 6 and 10. 17, which means we have 146 left. Oof, rough swing there. Did not like that one, will you? All right, Mick Abel's giving up a lot of hits. Let's get some hits. All right, so immediately feels like a good day for Story to go yard. Yeah, it does feel like a good day for Story to go yard, actually. Yankees are currently losing. Did they lose last night? No, they walked it off, right? Oh, nasty curveball. Nasty curveball. They did, yeah. I thought they walked it off. 11 to 10. That was a late game, huh? You don't think the home run odds have ever been right? I can't remember one time where the home run odds have been correct. You know, the good news with Story is that he's starting to lay off those sweepers in the other batter's box. But that's a positive thing. Yeah, that was fun to see Trout. Guys, come on. Okay. I'm no longer predicting innings. I'm done predicting innings. I've given up on it. Massive thunderstorm right now? That stinks. Maybe it's my hat, dude. Maybe the hat's the bad luck. All right. We're going hatless, I think, for now, and then maybe we'll put on another hat. We need a hypnotist to visit this team. Pete Fatsy, you will quit. If Durango's yard, I've taken off the hat. I don't think I can ever stream with the hat on again. I think we're just hatless forever. I made a video about who he brought up a couple times, Carl. What do you think? What do we know about him? He was fine last year. I mean, he's nothing special. When is opening day? Yeah, can we get another opening? Can we just pretend the next time they play? Oh, is you a Coke Zero? Okay. Next time the Red Sox come home, let's just repeat opening day and get them back on track again. I think that might be the good idea. Duran, what are we swinging at, dude? What was that inning? My God. All right, yeah. Corbin can't predict, dude. I can't do that. If I had to pick one jersey style paired with a player's name / number for the rest of my life, what would it be? It'd be Xander. I'm just trying to figure out what jersey it would be. No, I know. It would be the Xander and the red jerseys. That's what it would be. It'd be Xander in the red jersey. That's what I would wear every day for the rest of my life. If I could only wear one jersey ever again. All right, we're trying a different hat, chat. I think we need to just start switching things up and see what sticks, you know? I mean, to be fair, wasn't Mick Abel one of the wasn't Mick Abel one of the top pitching prospects in baseball when the Phillies traded him for Johan Duran? That's what we need to add to this stream, chat. We need to get a beach ball. What's up, Kalen? Lineup sucks. Brother, they just scored 6 runs 3 days in a row. Let's give them more than 2 innings. Hope Sonny strikes out the side. I will no longer be making any sort of predictions as to what's going on with this game. Bruins are winning? Hell yeah. Our lineup is sucking this game. That is true. Wonder how much longer it lasts. I would imagine probably until it stops working. Would that be the Xander 72 jersey? Dude, the Xander 72 jersey is sweet. But no, the Xander 2 is so iconic. That's what I'd go with. Kirby looked good yesterday. George Kirby? You live in Cardinals country, it's hard being a Sox fan. I mean, to be fair, it's not like the Cardinals are lighting the world on fire either. Come on, Willier. Nice. 1 out. One at Chapman last pitch. Good question. I don't know. Green jerseys go back on sale at some point this season. They're on sale at the Red Sox store. When will the Red Sox wear their green jerseys? Probably this week. And yeah, because they're coming home to face Detroit and then the Yankees, I believe. Oh, they got Cody Clemens in the game today. Masataka Yoshida should bat leadoff and be an everyday player. I don't hate the idea of Masa being your leadoff hitter. The problem with that is that you take up DH every single day. Chapman pitched the first game. Oh, he might have. Or the first person to wear 2 after Xander was weird. Yeah, it was Justin Turner. Yeah, that's definitely a ball. If they're getting hits, let them be. Yeah, and it's not even that Caleb Durbin's getting a ton of hits right now. It's mostly just the fact that, like, the rest of the lineup's getting hits around him. Does that make sense? Like it's almost like you kind of sacrifice Durbin in the 2-hole because everyone else is hitting well in other positions. Man, tough ground ball placement there. Right in between Story and Meyer. Who is their pitching? Who is their hitting coach? Can we get that guy? How do we get this guy? Marte? I'm not sure Marte makes that play. Oof. We get rid of Durbin and play Meyer at third. And I'm not taking Cedon out of center field. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. In fact, I refuse to do it. Romy? What about Romy? Think Durbin will light it up soon? He has been looking better at the dish. I'll say that. Durbin's our replacement for Breggy. The answer to the question is there is no replacement. There is no replacement for Alex Bregman, right? I mean, it's Wilson Contreras, but there was no actual replacement for Bregman. When's the next trivia? What's March? Probably April or May. They need to put Story at second base. Yeah, I know. Narvaez can't throw out runners anymore. Hasn't he got? Doesn't he lead the league still in runners caught stealing? Or we're just basing this off of one play, Ryan? That's it? One play? Story at second, Meyer to shortstop. Yeah, that's the I said this to begin the season. Like I'm gonna yell it till I'm blue in the face. If the Red Sox are gonna try and be this defensive superstar, you haven't seen him throw out anyone this year. Then you haven't been watching. What's the biggest need right now? Defense, I think. Nah. What would be the biggest need here? I don't know that there's an answer to that. I mean I guess maybe a power bat would be the answer, but Bobby Witt would solve every problem on this team. Yeah. I mean, Bobby Witt is like the second best player third best player in the league. Like, yeah, of course that's like, hey man, yeah, that's like, hey man, you know what would fix our problems? How do we trade for that Shohei Ohtani guy? Hey man, we're having some issues over here on the Red Sox. Aaron Judge, you guys using him at all? I think we could probably use him on this team. You know, yeah, when you trade for Judge Wood. Hey, our pitching staff isn't doing well. What's Paul Skeen's deal over there? What's Yamamoto's deal over there? Power hitting outfield not solve all our problems. I don't know, dude. Feel like you definitely would. There's a good defensive play from Durbin. Nice play. Runs in, grabs the ball, throws him out. Hell yeah. Have I seen that? Yeah. Brandon Lowe was always good, dude. He was just on the race, so no one ever talked about him. We should get Skubal for real, though. What do you think it would realistically take at the deadline to get Tariq Skubal? Like, realistically. Thoughts on IKF for Ohtani? I think the Dodgers would have to give a little bit more. Too much? Yeah. Like probably like Toli Arias, I think, would probably be the start there. Where the play-by call? What? The Dodgers are going to trade Tibbs for Skubal? Oh, my God, dude. If that happens, Red Sox Nation may explode, dude. I think we just need Scooble, Skeens, and Cease will be cooking. Yeah. I did see that. Yeah, very happy for Joe. Um, yeah. I mean, that's tough to go through for anybody. So I'm just happy he's healthy. It'll be nice to get Joe back in the booth. He called a few spring training games. Man, it was nice to hear from him. Nazan? What is Nazan up to? I haven't heard about Nazan in a minute, dude. I really thought Nazan Zanatello was going to be the next, like, super impressive Red Sox prospect. He has not been, in case you haven't been following him. Let's see how he's doing this year. How much is a ticket to Fenway nowadays? I don't know. I paid like $50 for opening day, I think. Oh boy. I mean, he's a 106 WRC plus, but he's also struck out 45% of the time. So, Skeen, Scooble, and Cease. Man, that's a tongue twister. Yikes, yeah. He's striking out half the time. But I will say, chat, Franklin Arias right now. If you didn't know, Franklin Arias is currently crushing his opening series. It was he only has a 9%. What are we swinging at there, Narvaez? He's hitting 550 or 588 with a 706 slug and a 636 OPS. It's only been 6 games, but that is one hell of a start. 5 RBIs, 2 runs. Guys, that's 4 strikeouts in a row. Can we do something? .250 WRC plus. 6 Ks. This is what really sucks about Crochet's start last night. Is the Red Sox have absolutely no room for error right now. Wong looked oddly bad last year. He's looked pretty darn good to the plate this year. You'd put him in the lineup more. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't hate Wong being in the lineup a little bit more, but when do we get the paper bags? I mean, they just won 2 series in a row. I'm not sure it's really paper bag time right now, you know? This entire year, Felipe, the entire year you'd play Wong over Narvaez. A lot of people would have said that last year, too, at the beginning of the year. Where's Swihart at? I haven't heard that name in years. Wong for second base. Yeah, there's your ideal infield, chat. Why has no one talked about this? We'll put Story nowhere. We'll put Meyer at second or Meyer at shortstop and Wong at second base. There we go. Where is that forward thinking, chat? Wow, great play there. Oh my God, what a play. What the hell? Also, why do you think you're safe there, IKF? You were out by a mile. And Bobby Dahlbeck at third, yeah. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like some of that roster construction, it's like, okay, like maybe there's something to it. 3 or 4 minutes ahead of your game stream. I'm usually behind, so that's impressive. There we go, Roman. Roman heating up a little bit, Chad. That's 3 hits in his last 5 ABs. 105 off the bat. We like that. Great swing from Roman. We're taking the positives here. Tristan Casas on the chime block. Brother, Tristan Casas ain't coming back for a long time. Duck boats? Yeah, someone get the duck boats going. Why are we doing that? I mean, I guess it was a good idea, I suppose, and it was a good play from Abel, but like still early. Still early. Celtics fan? Yeah, I suppose I'm a Celtics fan. I don't watch a ton of basketball. I watch the playoffs, but I think Cora might be afraid to switch our veteran story with our rookie Meyer during the season. Yeah, I hate that. like I like yeah, I've said it and I will say it till I'm blue in the face. That is the best defensive alignment for the Red Sox is Story at second base. Even before we knew what Story was going to look like this year, um, you know, I was saying like it makes no sense why Trevor Story is at shortstop with the other talent you have on the team with Marcel Meyer right there. Like I get it, the guy hasn't been healthy, but like even if he hasn't been healthy, you brought in IKF and you said it out loud that like this was your backup in case anything happened with Story at shortstop, right? So you have the backup already. So if Meyer, who has a very like similar injury history to Story, I would even venture to say um, a little bit better. At least he's played the last 3 seasons. Like how are we worried about that? I don't know. It also drives me a little bit nuts that Durbin's at third base. Like it honestly just drives me nuts in general that Marcelo Myers, out of all the positions he could play on the infield, is playing second base. I don't know. I mean, again, the problem is with Story. I don't know who's ultimately the one making that decision. Like is it Breslow saying no, we want him at second base? Is it Story saying, uh second deck? Barely even came back from commercial, huh? That one just stayed directly in the middle, huh? No, I don't think you could put Sogard or Eaton at full time shortstop for sure. Like those guys I don't think well Sogard could play shortstop if need be, but Eaton is not a shortstop. We back to the beginning with the season form. Yeah, I don't know. Why isn't Sogard over IKF? I don't have an answer. I genuinely don't have an answer for you. I think Eaton is the perfect run replacement. I don't know why we chose IKF. I've said it at that. Like the only thing I think of is the Red Sox kind of panicked and were like, we need somebody, and just went with IKF. I don't know. Man, that is some hard contact, huh? I don't know. I don't know about entirely useless. I like there's use for him. I just think it was redundant. I think is a better way to play it. Core plays faves over winning. Who is he playing a favorite over? Who's the favorite here? No, I haven't yet, Nate. Thoughts on IKF? Yeah, I just talked about him. Is Sonny going to be good every 2 outings this year? Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Am I wearing a yellow jersey? Sure am. Wong should be playing 2 or 3 right now. Narvaez's defense is significantly better than Wong's, though. And I think you're just totally ignoring that because Narvaez is a little bit quiet at the plate. What's up, Alex? Down 2-0, which is much better than yesterday. We'll see how this progresses. Do you think Durbin gets sent down if he doesn't keep showing improvement? Not really. I actually kind of don't. No, not over yet. Am I worried about Crochet? Not yet. No. Unless Crochet comes out and looks very similar next outing, then no. Great pitch there with that sinker. That was a disgusting sinker. Yeah, baseball. I mean, it's just reactionary. We'll see. City Connect, yeah, City Connect's on today. I've been wearing them so I've been wearing a different jersey for different pitchers. Although I will be burning my gray jersey that I wear for Crochet. Oof, man. Narvaez is getting drilled back there. Love the L uni. I actually do too. Buxton still got. Dude, Buxton's been having it. I don't think Buxton ever lost it, but he just got hurt so much. We forgot about him. But he's been so good. You're the one fan on the planet. You're not the one fan on the planet. Like, I just think Marcel gets that baseball. Sonny Gray showing is more than Crochet. Like, if we're gonna say Sonny Gray is a better pitcher than Crochet because of last night, I think we've got a problem here. Got to go to Fenway to buy a jersey? Yeah, Fanatics is brutal. I have no answer to you if you genuinely think that Crochet is a worse pitcher than Sonny Gray just because of yesterday. A good example of Story losing a step? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. It's probably still a single either way. Opinions on Jack Anderson? I don't really have any, to be honest with you. Peyton Toliulitis? Oh yeah, you fully given up on Crochet. On here about how much Story should be playing second? Yeah, dude, I think that's kind of all we've been talking about so far. Like, that's kind of been it. Yeah, I would be a better pitcher than Crochet based on that. That's right. His velo was down, yeah, and he didn't have any commands. The concern on Crochet is the velocity issues yesterday. Yeah, kind of, but it's not like I read it today, right? His overall averages in that start were on par with what his averages were last year. So like it might not be a velocity issue. I genuinely think for him he dialed it down a bit to try and hit the zone because of a mechanic issue. So we'll see how the mechanics are different next time out. That could have been a strike. You love Contreras on this team? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Contreras here. I'm having a lot of fun watching Contreras, that's for sure. Overall thoughts on ABS? I don't hate ABS. I've been like kind of impartial to it because um I've been like the Red Sox aren't super great at it. I don't know. Louis, Giolito, Nate, where would we put him? Do they have a runner in scoring position every inning so far? Yeah, they have. The Twins are just getting on base, dude. They're just doing a good job of getting like Buxton was hit the long ball, but outside of that, it's just been it's literally just been singles up the middle, and they've just been athletic. And to be fair, this should really be 1-0. The throw home was perfect. Contreras double clutched that and ended up being just a second too late. So should really be 1-0. I don't think Gray's been like bad. We're switching for the Red Sox tomorrow. Conley early, which I'm terrified of because my God, Ryan, you were the most reactionary, like angry fan on the planet. I swear to God. I'm real nervous about Conley early tomorrow because the Red Sox or the Twins have just absolutely teed off on lefties this season. We saw it. I mean, Crochet was a special case, but like they've been killing everybody. Twins have a lot of righties, which is scary. Yeah, it's not only that; it's righties that kill left-handed pitching. Great framing is one of the best parts of baseball. It's really not going to ABS, but yeah, but you're still seeing framing. Like it's not like it's not like the framing has totally died. You know, like you like realistically, they don't challenge too much. Like, you don't see a ton of challenges. You pick and choose your challenges. A lot of framing still exists, unless it's like egregious. All right, come on, Gray. Slows the baseball game even more? Not really. I mean, it's what, 10, 15 seconds here? They're definitely not, Ryan. They are definitively not. They will be starting Conley early. There's no way they're starting Jack Anderson tomorrow. There's not a chance, actually. Especially if they don't win tonight and they have to get one of these to avoid a sweep. Yeah. You liked ABS at first, but now you think I don't know. I don't know. Jack, yeah, I bet we do see Jack Anderson tonight actually, because Sonny Gray is probably going to go 5 innings. If this keeps up, it'll be 5 innings, which is not going to be great considering the bullpen yesterday. But I mean, thankfully, a couple of guys will be able to. A couple of guys were able to eat some innings yesterday. Ryan Watson, Giovanni Moran, Semeniego. ABS will hopefully force CB Buckner retire. That guy is staying in it, boys. He's not giving up. That guy is unions. He ain't going nowhere. Why you don't get all the calls right? The answer is pretty much that you like. Someone talked about this. The automatic strike zone was there were too many walks. It was too many walks. Early's arm is smoked 1 month in. It's not his arm being smoked. He has less than 10 starts in Major League Baseball, dude. He's not a guy who's gonna go 7 innings, and they knew that coming into it. What just happened? I just glitched out, and now he's on first base. He hit him? What, he just has no feel for his cutter? Ugh. Sign Bobby Dahlbeck back? Yeah, that's a good idea. Reactionary? Yeah, I think you saying Sonny Gray can never throw strikes is a bit reactionary. This is just a start where he doesn't have a feel for his cutter. That was almost an issue. Yeah, stay down. Well, they have to stay down to get Moss in the lineup. You just want to get the blood flowing? Yeah. Yeah, maybe Sonny just wanted a little bit of a challenge. You wouldn't be shocked if Breslow signed. I would be shocked if Breslow signed Joey. Didn't Joey Gallo already go to somebody? Come on, Sonny. That's a strike. All right, give me one more. Come on, brother. Unhittable by Pitching Ninja? No, I haven't read it. Where's Lucas Giolito? Still free agent. I think the Cubs and Padres were looking at him last they said. He's walking him home, I bet. All right. $5 bet here, Dana. You donate $5. I'll give you someone's $5 if he walks him in. Feels broken. I don't know, dude. It's like you've won 2 series in a row. Like it I don't know. It's a weird feeling cuz like you've won 2 series in a row. You've looked really good recently. And you have one bad you get your terrible start from Crochet and now you're struggling a bit in this game too, and it's like immediately you're like, okay, you're back to terrible. I don't know. I'm willing to wait this game out and we'll see. If you just get, if you come home, like avoiding the sweep, I think is going to be ideal here. Remember Giolito declined the Red Sox? No, he didn't decline any offer, I don't think. I thought the Red Sox didn't offer him one. No, Giolito hasn't signed anyway. Ryan, that's $5, brother. Let's see it. Let's see in the chat, Ryan. Beautiful. Where's the $5 dono, Ryan? You said you bet that he was walking him home. Where's my money? Let's get some offense going, huh? Yoshida's seen him well. Let's see what happens here. It was a mutual offer? Yeah, but the Red Sox declined it. The Red Sox said no, Tito. Rally cap? You know what? You're right. They had a bad game yesterday. They do need a little rallying today. Need a little rallying today, huh? No, that's baseball. I think it's deeper than that, dude. I think it's the promises that were made coming into the offseason, which is versus what actually happened in the offseason. How old is his headband? I got it early last year. What did we get it? Like midway through last year? Sonny Gray pitching his heart out. I don't know if I'd say pitching his heart out. He's at 60 pitches through 3 innings. We're going to need a nice quick... Does he even have a strikeout? I don't even think he has a strikeout. Yeah, it is already missing an eye. The eye's around here somewhere. I think the cats ultimately got to it. I think that's what ended up happening. Yeah. This used to be an eye. Maybe we could just color it in with Sharpie or something. Do I even have a Sharpie in here? We can really go rally at chat and do the big Wally. What do we think? Do I like the Sandlot movie? Yeah. Thoughts? Immediately didn't work. Taking that off. Come on, Wilson. Let's have some fun here. Give me something to cheer about. Oakland Energy tomorrow? Yeah, Conley, it's gonna like you kind of need this game. It's gonna be tough for Conley tomorrow. This Twins team is just so good at hitting lefties. So good at it. They've been good at it all year so far. Dude, Wilson gets hit once a day. Like, he gets hit once. His on base percentage. I tweeted this out the other day. He's going to lead the team in on base percentage because of how many times he gets hit. All right, Willie. Let's see a good pitch here, brother. Come on. Let's change the vibes a little bit. Sox are winning now. Let's go, Kevin. Kevin's the answer. What up, Kelpo? All right. Seems similar to last year's team. When they're off, but our hot streaks are incredible. Yeah, I don't know. There we go, Willie. Good eye. There we go. Take another eye. Huge. Now, good hitters count for a good hitter. Let's see something here. Just under it, dude. All right, Trevor. Trevor's due for something big. Trevor, you've been seeing the ball better lately. What is up with all these Thursdays off, dude? I don't like it. Trevor's due, dude. Come on, Trevor. Is that normal? What normal? Oh, there we go. All right. Hey, look at that. Little runner on seconds. So now, listen, Trevor, just hit a gap. $10 super chat from Steven. He says, I admire your dedication. Only hope I have for this season is Cora will get the best out of this team and the Yankees suck. Yankees will choke with Boone. I look forward to seeing that. A brazen man. Hey, thank you, Steven. I appreciate you watching, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Get some likes on that message. Let everyone know. Means a lot to us, too. I need Trevor to just hit a gap, please. Just one little gap for me. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. Woo! We're going to just absolutely whiff on a curveball. Okay. 1-2. Wilson looks like he messed something up with his back, huh? You see that? Not loving that. He's like flexing his back every time there's a camera zoom in on him. So if we could figure that out, that'd be fantastic. I don't even know what happens if Wilson goes down. See that? He keeps grabbing his back. What do you even do? Let me see if other people are talking about this. No, nothing. Interesting. Jays are losing? Hell yeah. At least everyone else is losing. Just bought up Franklin Arias, first bone chrome, 1 out of 99. Wow. What are my hopes for Arias? I hope he's a good contact hitter with elite defense at the major league level. Like a Nico Horner-esque kind of player. Not Nico, because I think that's kind of a rare player, but similar profile, you know? Well, maybe a little bit more home run potential, but not much. You could see him mouthing the words, my back. So far, Corbin's winning. Hell yeah. If we trade Wally, what would we trade him for? Is there something wrong with Minnesota's mound? Dude, Wilson's in pain, dude. Come on. Who is this Minnesota team? Who is this Minnesota team? Who are these people? Ugh. I mean, for love of God. Tristan Gray is going to do something against the Red Sox. We know it's going to happen. Yeah, what is this? What is this? Murderers Row? I have no updates on Romy, by the way. Like what, they got Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig in the middle of this order? What is going on? They have the third most home runs in baseball. Sonny Gray can't find the zone. Their offense, but like how? They don't have a great offense. It's a middling offense. But they're just mashing baseballs. I'm telling you, it's their approach. Where is this for the Red Sox? Yeah, we did trade Tristan Gray to the Twins. Who do we get back for him? I don't even remember. Mickey Gasper? They have the Astros hitting coach. Like, my God. Sonny Gray might get taken out this inning. And now we got Bucks into the dish. Twins sold their soul for World Series. I don't know, dude. Let's hope to say, yeah, you guys could enjoy that. I'm gonna be sitting here just pissed off about the Red Sox the entire year. Chapman the fourth, dude. They might put Chapman in just to get some work in, dude. Like, why are we putting Story? Like, it is going to drive me absolutely insane every single time when you have a ground ball in between the third baseman and the second or the shortstop, and this should be a ball that Trevor Story should get to 5 times out of 10, and he gets to him 0 times out of 10. Like, we're just watching this guy, just I just don't get it. I can't understand. You were perfectly fine when you signed him to this deal. The first time you signed him to this deal, which was a gigantic deal, putting him at second base. But now you have an issue with putting him at second base. I don't get it. And it's going to make me blue in the face. It's going to make me go crazy. And I don't even know. The problem is I don't even know if it's Cora. I don't know if it's Cora. I don't know if it's Story, or I don't know if it's upper management. Like, it's driving me nuts. Like, how are you going to have I don't even want to talk about Sonny Gray. How are we going to have a defensive forward team and have your worst defender in the most premier position on the diamond? Like, I just don't. Where is the offensive alignment? Where's the defensive alignment? How are we not sitting there saying, hey, Marcelo Meyer is one of the best defenders we have, period. And we're sitting there. It's 5-0. This team is just absolutely torturing us. Like, just take him out. Just take him out. Mike, what? They're hitting us too well. Yeah, they are hitting us too well. Bring in Tech. Tech has been on the Red Sox bench for years, T2. How is that going to be a new voice? God, that argument's so dumb. Sox need a new voice. Let's bring the guy who's been with the team for six years up to the front of the dugout. Huh? I don't know. There's just something going on here. Contreras goes to the IL, we might be cooked. Gonna sweep the Twins? Yikes. Where do we place in ERA? Towards the bottom of the league for sure. And here's the other thing with Trevor Story that drives me crazy. If you were going to put Trevor Story at shortstop, why do we have a guy in Caleb Durbin who this really isn't his fault? And it's not something I normally get mad at. But if you're going to put Trevor Story at shortstop with what you know is going to be limited range because he's 33 years old, right? Why are we putting Durbin, who simply physically can't get, have the range that Marcelo has? Because Marcelo's what, 6'3", 6'4", and Durbin's 5'7"? No, Contreras is here until next year, too. You know what I mean? Like it just drives me nuts. The defensive alignment is crazy. It's crazy. And Timmy, to be fair, the Red Sox made good moves this offseason. They did. Ranger Suarez was a good, solid baseball move. Wilson Contreras is one of the best first basemen in baseball right now. That was a good move. Sonny Gray, until this start, was a very good move. Is this AC's fault in your opinion? I don't know again, Philippe, I don't know who to blame, and I think that's what's driving me crazy. Like, everyone's got their own opinion as to who's to blame. I don't know, because it feels like Breslow's has a lot to do with the decision makings on this team. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like he's really trying to imprint himself. And at what point do we start blame? Like we blamed chat. You guys have blamed everybody, right? Fire Cora, fire Breslow. They need to sell the team. We're not gonna blame the players at all? Hey, it's not the players' fault they're playing bad. It's everybody else's fault. Like, at what point? Like, I get it. Oh, you lost Bregman. You lost your leader, right? You don't have enough pop. At what point here do we say, hey, guys, how about we just figure it out? You're professional baseball players. And it's not even like the Red Sox aren't a talented baseball team, right? You like, Garrett Crochet was second in Cy Young voting last year. Roman Anthony was third in MVP, Rookie of the Year voting. He was the number one prospect in baseball last year. Wilson Contreras has been an all-star multiple times in his career, has been an above-average player every year for the last 6 years, well above average player for every year for the 6 years. Wilyer Bray was a Gold Glove outfielder, good at 30 home runs. Cedar Rafael is one of the best defensive center fielder in baseball. Trevor Story hit 20 home runs and was the offensive MVP of the Red Sox last year. And yet we're sitting here, and all of those guys, they get passes for playing like crap. But ownership and the manager and Breslow, they all get crap because they didn't do enough. Well, at some point here, do we talk about these players just not doing enough either? Like, it's driving me crazy. It's everything. It's every single thing that's driving me nuts. There's no approach at the plate right now. There's not there's no real attitude for this team. It's Contreras who's the attitude, but Contreras looks injured. Durant's swinging at everything. No urgency to win. I don't know what it is. And the worst part is I'm going to sit here and I'm going to rip my hair out over this stupid team. And tomorrow I'm going to watch the game at, what, 12:30? I'm just going to sit here and watch it like a good boy. And then we're going to continue this. And 3 months down the road, they're going to be competing for a playoff spot. You know what I mean? Like, it just drives me crazy. It drives me nuts. Still got to fire someone. It's not about the blame. It's about the change. Brother, tell me, Shimon here, what does firing Alex Cora actually change? Like what does it actually do? Because you can't fire Breslow because it took you 12 no's to even get to Breslow for the first place. The Rangers flipped off a fan. Oh, come on. How are we in year 6 of Jarren Duran and he can't control himself on the field? How is that a possibility? Oh my God, dude. Six years with Duran. When did he come up? Yeah, he was part of the team in 21. Yeah. Now, if he's gotten a hit, I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't even hit yet. No, he didn't. Did he? Yeah, I thought he had hit yesterday. Are we on track? Track for what? Track to lose? Yeah. Bring Bobby Dahlbeck back? Dude, what? It's getting frustrating. Yeah. New voice might be needed in the clubhouse. From where, guys? Because the problem is you can't just say, hey, man, we need a new voice in the clubhouse. Who? Who is the new voice? You're just going to pull a random manager from Major League Baseball over to your team? That's not usually how that goes. Oh, for love of God, dude. I mean, the team is always going bad when Jarren Duran's yelling at fans. The team is always doing bad when he's doing that, dude. Starts with Roman. It's everybody, dude. Travis Bazzana. I mean, sick. Travis Bazzana isn't on the Red Sox. Did IKF just get a hit while my team put the Wally headband on? Brother, the Wally headband's been on and we're down 5-0. I'll put the Wally headband on, but it's not going to do a damn thing. Will Duran get suspended for that? Probably not. I just don't get it. Subpar pitching every night, but that's the problem, Timmy. They just played 6 games in a row before these 2 games where it wasn't that. How do I think Chad Tracy would do if he got brought up to the big leagues? I think it would take him a while to adjust to being a big league manager, and I think people would crucify him for that. We're not even gonna swing the bat. I'm not allowed to interview the other team, Mighty. Told you this hat was doing nothing. You too. Ostrich. Here to commiserate with the rest of your family? Yeah, welcome in. We're commiserating, all right. Who are the potential trade deadline guys? It really, honestly, there's not a lot. Like, the Red Sox don't have a lot of one year contracts. It'd be Gray, and that'd kind of be it. Like, that's literally, like, unless you want to trade Chapman. No, Trevor Story does. T2. I'll be right back, chat. I don't have any words, chat. I have no words. You know what's this team is the most volatile team in the entire world. They're the most volatile team ever. Like, they have 4 games where they look unbeatable. They obviously have 3 series where they look terrible. Then they have 2 series where they look fantastic. And you're like, okay, you're seeing real adjustments. You're seeing real changes the Red Sox are making. Like, you're looking like you are doing your part in turning this season around. And then you put together these 2 starts and these 2 games, and you sit there and you're like, what in the hell? Like, where did all of that progress go? How are we just totally avoiding that completely? Like, why is this such a roller coaster? You know, like I don't get it. That's the most frustrating part to me, is I just don't get it. Oh yeah, that's the answer. The Twins are just using AI. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Cora's not it, but tell me this, Neil. If Cora isn't it, who is? Who's the answer? And if you say Veritek, I'm gonna actually blow up on somebody. Trade everyone older than Crochet. Duran, IKF, Monasterio would get traded. Contreras would get traded. Dusty Baker's got a job. That's the question? Yeah, so if you're saying Core is not it, tell me who is, because they're really, like, Joe Torre. Yeah, let's pull it. Hey, all right, first MLB strikeout. All right, nice. So positivity. Look at the family crying. That's cute. That's cute. Soon enough, give Anderson the start tomorrow. What are they arguing here? What about Tolley? What do you, where? Tolley where? Catcher's interference where? There was no... You know what we need to do, chat? We need to just... Oh, that's what they were complaining about? Okay. We need to start Chapman. Yeah. All right. So this is the part that this is my favorite part of stream is when things get really bad. Chat has some of the worst ideas of all time, and I love it. New kid's got some funk. Yeah, Jack was like he was decent last year. This reminds me, you know what his delivery looks a lot like? It looks a lot like Cutter Crawford's, doesn't it? We have an issue in every position except outfielders. Not first base. I would say not second base. It's really just shortstop and third base. Ooh, you know what's interesting? They see a guy that they don't have video on, and all of a sudden, this guy looks good against this team. Interesting. So same issues as last year. Third base wasn't an issue last year. Guys, call me up. I have zero film on me. True. Yeah, you might be the answer, dude. How would David Ross look in that clubhouse? Does David Ross? I thought David Ross had a job. Isn't he? Isn't he like a analyst or something? Star Market's an elite New England poll, by the way. Did the Twins get an entire new hitting staff? Yeah, and it's working. Do you think they might be cheating on that pitching is coming? Crochet yesterday was weird. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. David Ross is interesting. What is he doing? Crochet was throwing 9. He wasn't throwing 91. He was like 92.7. That was his last pitch of the game, to be fair. How is first base gone, Tavon? Where's first base? If you're David Ross, you quitting your ESPN job? Like, that's a genuine question. If the Red Sox say, hey, man, we're firing Cora, we want you to take over. Crochet? Yeah, probably. Oh, Robbie Ray? Why are we talking about Robbie Ray? A little worried about Narvi. Why? The whole infield changes next year? Levon, are you just talking to yourself? What are you talking about? David Ross at Theo Epstein connection, Cubs. Yeah, it's the same with Breslow, too. Just randomly remember that name. Oh. Nothing changes next year because of Story's contract. If Trevor Story is your sharding. If Trevor Story is your starting shortstop, my God, strikes out the side in his debut? Who is this dude? Let me get back to what I was saying here. If Trevor Story is your starting shortstop at 34 years old, I will never watch a Red Sox game again. I will become Bastards of Boston baseball negative about this team. I will become Felger and Maz of YouTube about this team. If Trevor Story is your I did it again, starting shortstop in 2027, I will lose my mind. I will lose it. I don't care. I don't care if Marcelo Meyer hits a $122 off of lefties this season. If he stays healthy, he needs to be your shortstop tonight. I don't want to platoon. We don't want to platoon Meyer at shortstop in his rookie year. I would rather I'd rather you platoon 7 guys at shortstop. I would rather everybody on this team take a turn at shortstop than think about the idea of Trevor Story playing shortstop in 2027. And to make matters worse, you are going to have Franklin Arias just absolutely pounding on the door to get in, dude. Pounding. I mean, this dude is going to be old school, like knights trying to break into a castle type pounding. You know, where they got the big tree. They're like 1, 2, 3. Poof, poof. That's gonna be Franklin Arias at the end of this year. Not to mention next year. Franklin Arias, why hasn't he been traded yet? I don't know. Does defense win championships? I don't think alone it wins championships, but it could sure as hell lose championships. Can we hire Big Poppy as emotional support leader? Yeah, whatever, dude. Anderson has 3 innings against Mexico in the WBC. He played for Great Britain. I'm going to need Durbin to make solid contact with a baseball one time, dude. I don't think we've seen. And I knew we knew, and I knew he was going to, not hit the ball hard, right? We knew that, but a ground out to third base every time he's up. Bruins are winning 5-0. They literally have as many runs as the Twins have. He ripped a double yesterday. Yeah, but he pulled it down the line. A ground ball down the line. I want to see him smoke a ball the other way or drive a ball 100 plus miles an hour in a gap. You know? Contreras is injured, dude. At least Yoshida can find a gap when he hits the ball on the ground. Oh, for love of God, dude. Yeah, Contreras did something to his back. Ma said, dude, if Contreras is out, I don't know. don't have a better bench bat. Daryl, we can't complain about everything, right? Like, we got to pick our battles here. You know what I mean? Like, Monasterio's fine. I like, what are we doing sitting here being like, well, even the bench bats suck? It's like, he's a bench bat. What are you expecting him to be? Daryl, how many Red Sox teams have had all-stars coming off the bench? Like, one with Brock Holt, but even he was more of an everyday player. He just played a bunch of different positions. How is the talk about the next CBA? Do you think there'll be baseball next year? I personally think there'll be baseball next year, yeah. Brock Holt in 2018. Yeah, but he wasn't really a bench bat. He was mostly a second baseman and then kind of flip-flopped to other positions. Oh, for the love of Christ, Monasterio. That ball was 2 baseballs into the strike zone. How are you coming to the game and challenging that? Eduardo Nunez wasn't a I think he got more games than Devers 2018, but he wasn't an all-star. I am actually free falling, Chad. I am actually free falling. I could feel myself free falling. 110 miles an hour off the bat results in an out. Like, I brought in. I was so confident that we were gonna get a dub today, chat. I brought in some Julian Edelbrew for us for after the show. I might crack this open just to feel something. What's up, Lethal? Do I like our City Connect green? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. Am I go do your homework now? Brother, yeah. You're not missing much. You're not missing much. I'm taking the jersey. It's hot, dude. Let's go, Lethal. That's huge. I appreciate it. Tell him I said thank you. It's not over, but it's over. I just want to. I don't know what I want to do. Tomorrow's new comic book day. At least I have that. At least I have that. How does this affect the legacy of Oil Can Boyd? I would say not positively. I don't know that this game and the last 2 games have affected anyone's legacy positively. I wonder what Breslow's thinking about right now. What do you think Breslow's thinking about right now? This team is the same as last year. We're going to have a hot streak and be in a wild card team. I would be so happy. I'd be so happy. Red Sox aren't losing on blown saves. Wait, what? We need Nate Lowe for the vibes. Dude, someone needs to come in and just, like Contreras going down is just not good. I need to turn on my notifications so I can figure out what that is all about here. Do we have anything here? No. 1 minute. 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 1 Nothing. Dude, at least this dude is putting on a show, huh? New York Yankees are losing 7-0. Sick. I'm dead ass. I'm full spiraling on this team, dude. Which is weird. Because I'm not a guy who full spirals about anything. Like I'm usually pretty good about no, not an ounce of words here, chat. I need to, yeah. Maybe I'll just like buzz my hair off, chat. What do we think? Do you think I could be someone who'd look good with a buzz cut? Why didn't he do this in the WBC? I don't know. How is Cora so calm? What is he gonna do? Sit there and scream at it? Dye it blonde? Chad, have we thought about what I would look like with blonde hair? Dude, if I showed up. What up, Isaac? If I showed up with my hair dyed beach blonde like 5 months before our wedding, I think my fiance would drop dead. I think my fiance would drop dead. That's definitely not what I'm going to be doing, Timmy. Frosted tips. Or are we bad? I don't know, dude. The Twins have kind of low key. They have the best record in the AL. It's not like these guys have been bad. It's just been I think it's both. For love of Christ, every time the Red Sox don't do well, you always get one dude who's like, Alex Cora cheated. Where are the cheats? Can we get some cheats? If he's this massive cheater, why are the Red Sox not winning 1,000 games every year? How are we gonna sit here and be like, Cora's the cheater, huh? Cheater, pants on eater, whatever the hell that saying is. Oh, that guy's a liar, pants on fire. That's what I was looking for. So if he cheats all the time, how would the Red Sox been? So if we're going to blame him for being bad and blame him for cheating, then he's what? A bad manager and a bad cheater? That's the idea? My God, he was in an organization that cheated. Shocking. Every team in Major League Baseball cheats. I don't mean to burst your bubble here, big dog, but it's not it's not a fairy tale league here. They're all trying to get as many advantages as humanly possible on each other. Good catch, Abreu. What is their challenge here? He fully challenged it. Except for Abreu, true. And Contreras. Contreras has been good. A's Moneyball was shooting. Yeah, cheating is a competitive advantage. Corey's been exposed as a subpar manager. 2018, 2021, last year. You thought last year Alex Cora was a bad manager? Are you nuts? Did you see the Red Sox had the second most injuries in the entire sport last year? They traded their best hitter and one of the better hitters in Major League Baseball halfway through the year. Bregman missed, 2.5 months? That's crazy. Crazy. Hitting same-side pitching, it is a thing throughout Major League Baseball. It is not just the Red Sox with splits like that. Yeah, Brian, let me ask you something. You think that's just because of the manager? You think there's maybe something going on there in terms of, hey, the Red Sox weren't spending. Hey, the Red Sox got a new GM. Hey, the Red Sox kept letting all their good players go. There's nothing in between 2018 and 2026. So it's just Alex Cora. It drives me nuts. Will I still do Red Sea Radio after you get married? Yeah, I don't know what getting married would have to do anything with it. Cora just needs some positive reinforcement. Whole goddamn team needs something, dude. Alex Cora is the principal problem. That tells me either one of two things. Either one, you don't understand what's going on here, or two, you're taking the easy answer because you don't want to admit what's going on here. And I'm not, and this is, by the way, this isn't me saying Cora's been perfect or Cora's even at this point been a good manager. Right? I think coming into the year where every single person on this team is coming off flat-footed, where every single part of this team is an issue, yeah, you can have an issue with the manager, right? That's not my point. Is he going to flip somebody off again? Or are we going to be able to get back to the dugout in one piece here, Durant? Like I said, Chad, I'm. What's up, Cosmic? I'll tell you what's up, Cosmic. I am full. This is the angriest I've been on a live stream in a very long time. And most of the time when I'm angry on live stream, I'm mad at you guys. I'm not even mad at you guys. I'm just mad in general. I am just angry. And I'm angry because this team is better than what they're playing, and we've seen how they're better over the last 6 games. We've seen it. It's not like I'm imagining things. I'm not sitting here dreaming about what this team could be. I saw what this team could be. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I saw them knock around bad pitching. I saw them play good defense. I saw them go and have your starters go more than 5 innings without giving up 15 goddamn runs. I saw it with my, I swear to God, it was right there on my computer screen. So unless I'm being lied to by the government through my Nessun app, it happened. And yet we get back to this. We get back to this with no approach, with no intensity, with just no adjustments being made. And that's what drives me crazy. And that was the biggest thing. We had made a whole video about it. A 13-minute video talking about all the big changes the Red Sox made, right? The adjustments that they took out of themselves to improve their team. And yet we're not seeing those carry over. Like, what are we swinging at there? It's a government cover-up? Yeah, it must be, dude. What I saw over the last 6 games must have been a government cover-up. Red Sox announced that Wilson Contreras left the game with lower back tightness. I am actually going to put my head through a wall. I'm going to put my head through a wall. Was my fiance joke about hearing rage on Sasha? Yeah, she just puts on noise canceling headphones. I do feel bad for my neighbors though. The BBC curse undefeated. It is true. That has happened a couple. Except for Ron Acuna. That dude's an alien though. Tightness is not necessarily something to worry about. No, not yet. But last time we heard tightness in a back, it was Roman Anthony. And we saw how that went. Oh, that's actually attached to my head. We need Frank on Irish and Kyson Witherspoon. Where? Think we'll ever see Costas again? I'll be honest with you. I'm not staying home. I'm not as hopeful anymore. Wasn't it ribs for Anthony? Yeah, but it was tightness in his. It was tight. It was officially tightness in his side. Do push-ups for every Sox K for the rest of the season. I would come out of that season looking like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wilson Contreras needs cryotherapy. What are we going to do with cryotherapy? You don't care about Costas? I care about Costas. For exactly this. Wilson Contreras just ended up on the IL. Or not the IL. My God, Corbin. Knock on wood there, idiot. Wilson Contreras just got taken out of the game. And yet right here we are with Andrew Monasterio as our first baseman. Yeah, I agree, Brent. Maybe they need to retire the Wally head. Our shark stop. That's never going to die, is it? Wally headband too late. I put on the Wally headband in the third inning, dude. It did nothing. We're Wally headband out. And I'm not putting on this Wally head. Not to watch this team be down by 6 runs in the 7th inning. And they have, 2 hits? Who would I want pulled up if Wilson goes to the IL? Sogard. He's the only one down there that I think could play first base and be on the major league team. When's Romy expected back? I have not heard anything on Romy. Is Romy still alive? I don't even know if he's still breathing. I haven't heard anything about him. Romy injury news. Romy is currently shut down from all baseball activities aside from playing catch. Wait, what? That was no, that was so long ago. 5 days ago, maybe. No. What the heck? Someone's ripping off my videos. Who is this? Who? I'm being stolen from, chat. Whatever. No one's watching Red Sox stuff anyways. How about it? Yeah, the last thing we've had is 1 month. It's been 1 month. So my thumbnails? No, they're just taking my videos. They're just taking my videos and putting them on their website and saying it was their website. Or saying it was their video. If you look up Romy Gonzalez injury news, go to the news tab on Google. It's right there. No, not repo. No, it's not repost. No. Again, I'm over it. I don't care. Monastery has been solid, Fitzy. I don't know why you have a problem with that. It didn't age well at all. I kept saying I hated the Dustin Pedroia Durbin comparison. I kept saying the literal only reason that they were being compared is because they were both short. There's no comparison to make there. We should take a shot of whiskey. I'd be dead. I'd actually be a dead body. So what? The Red Sox are going to come out of this best case scenario if they win tomorrow, which is going to be tough against Conley early, against a whole bunch of players that are just absolutely beating the hell out of lefties. They're like taking names and kicking ass against lefties. They come out of it, 7-11? So you're 5 games under coming out of this? Is that right? Right, you're 6-10 right now? Yeah. 6-11. Early a badass, though? I'm not... Crochet's a badass, too. You know? I don't think it's their badass enough, you know? There's Chapman might never pitch again. We may never see him. He may never appear in a Red Sox uniform again. He might just disappear. If the Red Sox keep playing the way they've been playing, Chapman's gonna get 20 save opportunities this season? Because they're either gonna hit 1,000 runs or they're not gonna be able to hit a baseball. Early will have a better season than Crochet. That's my prediction. Huh? Who's the leader right now? Contreras, Crochet, Story. The problem is that Gray, I think, has become a little bit of, especially on the pitching side of things, because I think there's 2 separate leaders. You know what I mean? But I do think Contreras is sort of the overarching guy who's kind of taken that spot, and it's worked. But this guy, Jack Anderson, screw it. Can we get this guy on the mound for 6 innings? Good for this guy. That's one hell of a debut. The problem is he's not going to be up here for too long. Yeah, I agree, Jorge. I think he'll be fine. I have a headache from yelling. I literally have a headache from yelling so much. But I think this team deserves to be yelled at. Okay, so now is when we take IKF out and put Meyer in. You like to see Jack one more time before he goes back down? You might get him one more time, maybe. Ugh, AI ads are the worst. Of course it's Rob Levine. Of course it's Rob Levine, dude. I don't even know if you guys have seen the same commercials. Maybe I'm being targeted by Rob Levine. His billboards used to drive me crazy. I went to school at URI. His billboards drove me nuts. You said, like, you're driving up and down the highway. He's got the most ridiculous billboards of all time. Not getting Boston ads, that makes sense. I'm mad. Oh. That's supposed to be an F in front of duck. I was like, what's duck work? Wilson Contreras update. Please and thank you. The hit by pitch was unrelated. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What's the best bar in the city? So I don't live in the city. I live about 25 minutes outside the city. And to be honest with you, I really don't go into Boston a ton. Um Most of the time it's either Fenway or like the Faneuil Hall area. North End type stuff. I'm trying to think in terms of like my favorite bar in the city. How much is gas in Mass right now? Um how much is gas? I don't know, like $4. Sorry, Chad. I don't know. I'm watching this team and just getting lost in space. I'm like the ending of Interstellar where he's just banging on the glass. No, you know that's me right now to this Red Sox team. No, 3.97 a gallon. All right. Where's this man next start? I don't know. I have no idea. Roman home run for the vibes. I'll be honest, dude. This guy hits a home run. My vibes aren't any higher. Losing frames. Not on my end. It says I have 0 drop frames. Actually says I have really good internet right now. But chat, I can't believe the Red Sox are so bad tonight. Are so bad tonight that we're comparing gas prices. The Red Sox having right-handed power in Worcester. Alan Castro just hit 2 home runs. Painful to watch. Yeah. You know what? It's not fun. I'll tell you that. Cora, no clue, no answers. Okay, Kevin, what are the answers? Every season is peak and valleys. We love it. Yeah, I'm addicted to it. A walk for Roman, bring the vibes up. Yeah, I'll take that. No, Pastor got traded. At least it's been a fun at bat for Roman. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Yeah, so did I, Tyler. Do I agree or not? I don't think that Core has any answers because I'm not sure that there are any answers. A baby Roman. That was 104 miles an hour. Roman is a freak of nature, dude. There's no way that was 104 miles an hour off the bat. Look at this swing. And that was 104 miles an hour. Look at this. That swing, 104 miles an hour. He's unbelievable. Goated. Yeah, that's the problem, Tyler. Like if the Twins were just like say they scored like even yesterday wasn't uncompetitive, right? He was uncompetitive because Garrett Crochet was terrible, but that's not going to happen very often, right? So you could chalk that up to just a freak 162 game season type game. You still score 6 runs, like the offense still looks solid. Fine. Tonight, Sonny Gray doesn't look good, but he's not looking like he didn't look okay. So he's not looking good, but he didn't look like Garrett Crochet bad. And he kept like relatively in the game for the Red Sox, right? 5 runs is a good amount of runs, but like you have, it's the offense that has just made it look like this has been such a miserable game, you know. That wasn't even close. You know what I mean? Like it's not so much the problem of the team looking like uncompetitive, because they looked competitive yesterday. If Garrett Crochet was a normal player here yesterday, I think I think you probably win that game. But today is what drives me nuts, because it's like you have a freak game yesterday. That's fine. That's going to happen. Today, it's not a freak game. It's very clearly there's an issue, and it's that you can't hit. And right now, like, you aren't getting consistency out of a starting pitching. All right, at least we're walking. Yoshida hits a 3-run bomb here. I will put this down so fast. Homer's kill rally those? No, dude. How about we just keep rallies going by hitting ding dongs? A ball every day. Thank you. Thank you. Red Sox are playing the Twins the wrong time. That's true, but like the Red Sox were hot coming into this, and not only did they not do anything, they made themselves look like butt cheeks. Oh my god, dude. For a split tiny little second there, the way Masa hit that, I thought he just went. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to chug that beer. Monasterio first ding dong of the year. Don't hate it. I'm just going to keep calling ding dongs here. And eventually one of them's got to hit, right? Whew, I'm stressed. Stressed out. And I shouldn't even be stressed out, dude. This is just this is the problem. Yeah, fine. If anyone hits a home run in the last 2 innings of this game, I will chug that beer. Here's the problem with such a bad start as they had, is that series like this are going to happen, right? Where a really good pitcher is going to have a bad game and you just simply can't catch back up to it. Or, one of your players is going to get hurt a little bit and there's nothing you can do about it, right? And that's going to happen. But because of the bad start, you can't afford to have series like this anymore. Does that make sense? So that's why all these series make me more aggravated. If you were 500 and then you lost these 2 games and it sucks, right? Yeah, you need to see some working. He hasn't done it in a. Does that make sense? But the problem is you're not going to sweep. You're not going to sweep Detroit. You're not going to do it. So you got to figure out a way to keep winning series. And the problem, that's the problem, right? Is you're not going to win every series, right? If you take 1 out of the 3 of these games and you were 500 and now you're a game under 500, right? Then you're sitting there and you're like, man, that sucks. You ran into the Twins at the wrong time. Like the bats couldn't get going, whatever. You're 4 games under 500 right now. After tonight, you'll be 5 games under 500, right? That's where this is an issue. If the Red Sox had played just 500 ball up into this point, why on earth is Chapman pitching? He hasn't pitched in a week. They got to get him work. You'll have to face Scooble and Valdez when we face. And Wilson might be on the IL. I might stream twice this week, Chad. I'm thinking about it. I might stream Friday night. I need this. I can't. My fiance is going. Davison, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, my friend. I'm sorry. I only got a glimpse of that. My fiance is going away, and I don't know that I can watch this game alone. I don't know if it's safe to watch the Red Sox right now alone. I genuinely don't know. How do we get swept by the Astros? To be fair to this, every single one of the Astros' good pitchers that just absolutely shoved against the Red Sox is now injured, you know? Like, they're an entirely different team. Red seat streams for Corbin safety. Genuinely, that might have to be the case. Hey, we've done it before. Like, we can eat dinner, you know? Maybe I'll go to the game Friday solo. Getting married? I am getting married. Only do this once? Trust me, I'll only be doing this once. I appreciate you, James. Thank you. I'm Chad, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm being too negative about this team. And I like it's weird because they just won 2 series in a row and they've won bad series and that sucks. You know, you move on, but I like is it bad to listen to? Can they stretch out Anderson? He came in as a starter. He's kind of stretched out right now. We're facing Scooble game 1 if things line up. Are we playing the Yankees first or Detroit when we get back? Is it like I'm here? Are the Red Sox facing? You know what? I'm counting this as we. Every single one of these games has taken years off of my life. The argument, people who get mad when you say we are drive me absolutely nuts. Corbin, grow out the stash. Sox play. I might, dude. It is we. It's we. I do get why people don't like it when we say we. But like I'm sitting here. I think I'm more upset about the way the Red Sox are playing than the Red Sox are. Like, I think I'm taking more emotional turmoil about the Red Sox right now than the Red Sox are. WI is going to be interested tomorrow. Red Sea Radio is going to be interesting tomorrow. I don't even know what Oof. That's got to hurt. It's only we when the Sox win. No, I think it's more so we when the Sox lose, dude. Man, that's got to hurt. We need to stay optimistic. I might just totally avoid talking about this and talk about something else. Maybe I'll go off about Trevor Story moving off a shortstop again. Thoughts? Maybe I'll just spend 13 minutes diving into why Trevor Story shouldn't be at shortstop. I actually, tomorrow's video might have to be on Wilson Contreras, actually, now that I think about it. Is tomorrow's game at 12:30? What time is the Red Sox game tomorrow? Oh, it's at 140. Okay. Just do a minor league update. So you know what's funny? I'm planning on doing a minor league update Saturday. I'm planning on talking about the hottest minor league players because there's some dogs going on right now. Juan Valera is up to 102. He's looking incredible. Um, Franklin Arias just can't get out right now. Deep dive in on Jose Bayo. Sure, why not? Why does Max Clark get hate? People don't like guys that are different. It drives me crazy. Toley's pitching great, yeah. Romero's still hitting well. Campbell's on a 8-game hitting streak or whatever it might be. I think it's 8. 6, 8. It's in there somewhere. If he keeps that up, who knows? Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. The only thing getting me through this season are the Red Sox Classics on Nesson. Story does say Story did take a walk in the last series. That is true. Story did take a walk. Progress. What do you think about moving Massa to first base? Ooh, that slider was disgusting. Sox should cork their bats. Listen, again, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. What would I think about moving Massa to first base? I think that's a disaster. Massa is not a big dude. Although I guess they got IKF over there at some point. So what do I know? The Sox sweep the Yankees, all's forgiven. If the Red Sox sweep the Yankees, it'll be a miracle. Strike. Good pitch. Chappie's up to 99 tonight. This is what I said in my video. Everyone's like worried about Chapman's velocity. There's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to be worried about. Dude's throwing heat. Yeah, home against the Yankees. That's correct. Hope they play pissed off tomorrow. They should have played pissed off tonight. They should have said, hey, man, our ace, the leader of this team, by every metric, got torched. We need to make a statement. Ain't no statement being made here. Well, I guess there is a statement being made. It's not the statement we want them to make, though. You know? Ew, dude. Another good one. Another good sweeper. He's got that going tonight. At least Chapman looks like a dog. Nothing really to worry about here. Yeah, benches clearing ball. I've been saying they need a benches clearing brawl for like weeks, months, years. I said that going back to like 23, dude. Red Sox haven't had a good brawl in years. Red Sox need a pizza party, bowling, or pool party. How are the Woo Sox doing? They're doing pretty well, actually. I think they're around 500. An interview with Pete Fatsi would be can't miss TV. I do kind of want to try to get. I've got Dylan Lawson, the assistant hitting coach. I have a contact for him. But I don't want to bug these guys during the year. If I had a media pass, that is exactly who I would go up to. I'd go up to Pete Fatsi. $100 mph. How do we get you a media pass? I don't know. That cannot be a real person, Tyler. That cannot be a real person. That cannot be a real person. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. A British singer? Oh my God, it's a real person. Strike 3 all day? Yeah, we're challenging that. Thank you. What's the vibe? Am I nervous? Oh my God, dude. Look at that challenge. You got to be kidding me. Rusty's. I remember for 22 months. On the verge there of 2 years from Rusty's, man. Thank you so much. Can we get some claps to the chat for Rusty? That's crazy. Red Sox will rise from the ashes. I love it. What's my opinion of the PWBL? I think it's cool. More baseball. Why not? At least Chapman's still a dog. This is all it is. The Red Sox trying to make Crazy World Series documentary. That's it. What's the vibe? I'm in the dumpster. I'll be honest with you, Spider. I'm in the dumpster. My vibe is anyone who hits a home run in this game from the Reds. You know what? If the Red Sox score 1 run, I'll chug a beer. That's where we're at in this game. Do I think Scooble gets traded this year? I mean, if the Tigers are kind of out of it by the deadline, yeah. If they're even remotely into it, no. Is it full on panic mode? No, I'm not in full on panic mode yet, just because the rest of the division has been kind of bad too, right? Like even if they lose this game, you're still going to be 3 games out of first place. Until you are significantly behind first place, then I panic, right? And I think that's how I'm going to stay until, camp, but defense and pitching, they said. Defense and pitching, they said. Defense and pitching, they said. I heard defense and pitching, chap. I was told defense, pitching, and athleticism. I will say the team looks athletic, just not great athleticism. I don't know. Play must improve, obviously. Yeah, I would say yes. $2 super chat from Rusty. Thank you so much. He says, calling it now, Noah Schultz will be a Red Sox. I don't hate the idea. What's the package looking like, Rusty? Thank you so much for the $2 donation. We get some claps to the chat. Or actually, can you guys like that message that Rusty sent? Let him know that he's appreciated. It's comeback time, baby. Hey. Little comeback for the kids. 7 spot here. Who says no? Brez on the mound. True. Dude, story at shortstop is actually going to be something. Story at shortstop is going to be something I think I absolutely throw up. Like I'm going to lose subscribers at how negative I'm going to be about story at shortstop. I just can't stand it. Who's the next option if Contreras gets hurt? Sogard, I think. I think it's Sogard. I think that's the answer. It's the only answer, I think. I'm trying to think. Like playing down there, it's Nathan Hickey. I don't think they call up Nathan Hickey. Matt Dice maybe call him up for first base, but he hasn't been playing very well or really at all. Mickey Gasper maybe a bit. Now why are we swinging at that? Why are we swinging at that, Willie? Not worried until like August. You know what? Hell yeah, Spider. Connor Wong, stop it. Are we tipping pitches? I have no idea. Short Sox. Maybe something. I don't know. It's possible for sure. Story at first base. Story goes to first base. I don't even know what I'll do. I'd love Story for moving to second. If Story moves to second, I will be like genuinely like proud of him. It takes a good leader and a good person to admit that, hey man, I'm not working out here. Campbell at first. Campbell has not played a game at first, and they kind of gave up on that last year. So it's not going to be him. Although, again, I really wouldn't hate it, to be honest with you. Like, genuinely, if Story moves to second, I'll be so happy. It's not going to happen, but Story's not Devers, the team first kind of guy. Then why is he at shortstop right now? To be fair, I don't really blame Story. I don't blame Story for being at shortstop. If he's being told, all right, well, that's a fair ball. Let's go. He doesn't need a second baseman's glove. He's got one. Is that an E6? I don't know. 2 grand slams were back in this game. Hell yeah. I'll buy a Story jersey if he moves. I'll buy a Trevor Story jersey if he moves. Gave him a hit. You know what? Why not? Marcelo has not been bad at second base, dude. What are you on? Someone got on base. Let's go, Chad. Someone cue the duck boats. We got a runner on first. We get the White Sox, Campbell, and maybe Romero. Just 2 players I thought of off the top of my head. If anyone wants to chime in, let me know. Sorry for the positivity. And that was a good hit, I suppose, from Duran. I think it is Austin, actually. What do I think is the biggest problem with this team right now, besides Story at short? It's Story at shortstop. No, the biggest problem with this team right now is inconsistency. Right, I was talking about it, and that's why I'm so mad at this team right now, is because this was a team built to be consistent, right? Maybe not consistently win, but play the same way consistently, and it's just not. Like, they just aren't doing that right now. They look good in games, they look bad in games, they look good in games, they look bad in games. Like, there's no, and it's not even game to game, it's inning to inning too, where some innings they'll look like they put it together, other innings they just look like they fell apart. Like, it's everything, right? It's consistency. So I don't know. I don't think it's too much of a personnel issue. Like, I think the team is talented. I think they have the ability. I pretend to know everything, brother. I've done nothing in terms of pretending to know everything. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'll tell you what, Marcel Myers is a damn good infielder, and it's crazy for you to say he isn't. What's up, Tim? Story's arm is injured again? I don't know if it's the. I don't think it's the arm. I think it's just age. Pitching is bread and butter of this team. They had to pick up their play. But it's not even just the pitching staff that looks inconsistent. It's the offense too. You score 6 runs 3 days in a row, right? That makes a lot of sense, Easton. 3 games in a row, and then you go today where it looks like you can't even lift a bat. You know, how many stories you left? 2. That was a fitting way to end that. That is a fitting way to end this. Yeah, thank you, Dave. Just what we needed. Just what we needed, Dave. Yeah, I think that's what's driving me the most nuts right now. And I honestly think that's why I'm spiraling so much. Like, I normally, after coming off of 2 series wins, I go, this was a bad series, whatever, right? This was an example of just that inconsistency just killing this team. You know? Like, that's the problem. And I think that's why this season is driving me most mad. Like I understand the Red Sox are what, 5 games under 500 right now. Like all the momentum that they had built up over the last 2 series is gone. But even with that being the issue, right? Standing wise, it's the up and down that's driving me crazy. It really is. Because it's like this team, if the one thing that this team was supposed to do was play consistent baseball. That doesn't mean they were going to win more than they won last year. It doesn't mean that they were going to be better than they were last year. It doesn't even mean they were going to be a good baseball team, but they were going to play consistently. Right? They were going to pitch well, they were going to play good defense, they were going to put the ball in play. And we've seen that for bursts this season already, where like when they do that, they're a good team. And you know, even when parts of it goes well, they're still a good team, right? Like opening day's a prime example of that, where like they pitched well enough that they won the game, right? And we've seen it in these sort of like 2-3 run games where like that's all they do, right? But it's the fact that you can't figure out how to do that on a game-to-game level on a day-to-day basis that's driving me crazy. So I don't know, win tomorrow. You're still positively making momentum towards being a 4 games under 500 is still positive momentum towards it. See if you can win tomorrow. I don't really have a ton of faith. I think this was the game. If you're going to win one of the games in this series, this was the game because the Twins absolutely beat up on left-handed pitching. So we'll see how Conley does. But yeah, I like it really is. It's just this inconsistency that's just blowing them out of the water. So we'll see. Unfortunate, but I appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. I do. It was a bad game. Y'all stuck with me. I appreciate it. Made this enjoyable. Yeah, I still had a good time with you guys, even though most of it was yelling. So thank you. Those of you that donated, thank you so much. New members, old members, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. I appreciate it. We got to figure out our members only stream at some point. It'll probably be next week at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to try and I don't even know if I can. I might do an entire video on how the consistency of the Boston Red Sox is going to crush me. That might be the video. But thank you so much for being here, folks. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you haven't already. I appreciate you. Thank you all very much for being here, and I will see y'all in the Reds.